you'd think I've never played guitar before.
Hot summer night, right? I want to welcome everybody. We got, we got 27 here right now. Awesome. Appreciate you guys stopping in and supporting us and watching us and just watching us do our crazy stuff. So we got some good stuff tonight. We got some guests. We got, let's see, we got a couple of packages right here from Miss Patty in the chat. So we'll open those up a little bit later and see what we got. So let's get started. Let's get some people in here. Let's see who we have. We have, ringing the bell, Mr. R2R3.
Yo!
Welcome in, welcome in. How are you, sir?
I am well. Good to see you, man. Sounding
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it's warming up in the green room. I had it all down, and then the red light went on, and I'm like, deer in the headlights.
That's how it goes.
It's like you just forget everything you knew because you're live, and oh well, it's all good. I'm smiling. I'm happy.
That's cool, man.
How's your day, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Can't complain. I was telling Trev in the green room, working hard, working a lot. I should be happy, but just been working like a mofo.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Glad to be alive.
It's my busy time of the year. I'm in the HVAC business, so summer is our making it time of the year. So we've been super busy. So, all right, who else we got? Somebody ringing the bell yet? No, I don't see anybody. Oh wait. Yeah, I think there. Is that? Oh yeah, there he is.
There we are.
We have Mr. Symmetry Trev. Welcome in, Mr. Trev.
Cheers, brother.
Thank you very much.
Wow, talking about a hot summer night. It looks like you're hot in the tone shack there. What you got going on?
Toasty. She's
Yeah?
toasty. We're close to 94 again.
Oh,
Well, it's going cooler. 91. We're
Oh,
winning.
well, that's still a hot summer night for sure.
Hot enough. I got to stick my head in the pool now, so
Man, that's
Brings the core
dedication.
temperature down.
That's dedication, Trev. Shit, sitting in that hot box. Come on, being on the show. That's awesome.
I love it. I'm a lizard.
Yeah. Hey, we got somebody else. We have Mr. John DeShane.
right.
Yo.
Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. So anybody that is friends with Mr. DeShane on Facebook has seen that he has gotten something new for the arsenal. That could have been a good unboxing for the show, but you had to go and rip into it, didn't you?
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, yeah, we have to have a staff meeting because lots of questions about how to proceed
Right.
forward.
So you haven't tried to initiate it into the pedal board just yet?
No, not at all. No,
Okay.
the cabling required is goofy, to say the least.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll keep it under wraps until we got some more progress on it
Yep.
to see what's going on.
Just wanted to get some reaction. That's all.
Love on
Right?
Facebook.
Yeah. Well, you got an old snap from me.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see. I have never used one of those. I'm sure that it would be similar to kind of some of the gear I have back there, but that will be interesting and fun to see what we get. So
Science.
for science, for sure.
Nice.
So how's everybody in the chat? Let's crack that open and see who we have.
People in the house.
I'm going to go over and do this a little bit differently. I figured out finally, well, I knew you could do it, but I'm going to pull up the participants in the chat over here. So we have Mr. Brendan B. Squared. Welcome in, man. We got Brian Mooney. We got Dan Gorman.
What's up, man?
And we got somebody that just left. We got Ed. Welcome in, Ed. I'm thinking he got a guitar recently. He said it should be arriving today. Maybe we'll see that on Fruitcake Tony's show, that new PRS from Under the Bus Network.
Nice.
We have Ferd Burfel. Welcome in, Ferd. We got Joe Hervey 84. We got Kurt 5150. KXM Rock. We got Metless. We got Mitch Hammond. We have Patty Dill. Welcome in, Patty. We got Paulie Walnuts. We got Quentin James, Ronald Young, Ryan Hall, Scott Brockway. Let's see. We've got Stephen Franklin, Tim Thomas, William De Silva, and we have Zach Thong.
Wow.
And that is in no particular order. Actually, it is. It's in
Alphabetical, actually.
it's alphabetical order. But let's see. I see Mike is himself just popped in there,
There he is.
and anybody else that we missed. Hopefully, we'll
just
see you
rolled up.
down in the chat, and we'll see what's going on.
There's my neighbor.
Mike is himself, R2's neighbor. Welcome in. Glad to have you. So, what's going on tonight, boys?
Not much, man. I think Trev needs to stick his feet in some ice or something. I don't know.
Well, he said he dunked his head in the pool a little
I'd
earlier.
be
so-
melting.
right?
Well, I can kind of attribute that to my college years when I was working in a restaurant, standing in front of a grill for 5-6 hours a night. There was
there you
times
go.
when my meat thermometer, you'd pull it out and it was like 140 degrees.
Oh, wow.
It's toasty in front of that fire when you got, 50 steaks cooking.
The ribeye is
So I'm
done.
probably climatized to it. As long as you got keep the liquids, cold liquids nearby, you can just give her.
Right on. Right
There
on.
you go, man. Nice.
So what's new in the world of guitar news? Has anybody seen anything? Have you guys seen that new PRS Telly?
Yeah,
No.
is that from the dude from Alter Bridge? What's his name?
Yeah, Miles Kennedy, I
Miles
believe,
Kennedy,
has a
yeah.
signature version, and they've got like a standard version. I've seen a little bit about it, and evidently they created a brand new pickup for it. It's supposed to be like a double stack, and it sounds like a single coil without the hum and all that good stuff. So, be cool to check one out.
Interesting.
Yep. What is going on in the chat? Let's see what you guys are talking about.
Well, Quentin's here. Cheers, Pops.
What's going on, Quentin?
What the?
Let's see. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Anything interesting? William De Silva says you're trying too hard to make a mistake when you're recording. And when you make the most that's when you make the most mistakes. Yep. Or when you go live, You can ask Trev and R2, man. I was practicing that riff and I had it down. I was ready to go.
Yeah, he was.
And
like
then I
that.
started and I was like, uh-oh, I've forgotten it. I've played it 1,000,000 times. Oh, man.
Or just keep. You know what the best thing to do sometimes is just keep the tape rolling. There was a moment where I thought I turned off the recording, and I thought I had stopped, and I kept going, and that was the best take right there, man. I look back and I still see the countdown. I'm like, oh, nice, man.
Yeah,
All right.
I got it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Kurt
You know what I
5150s.
do? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, he's saying Trev should be sitting on a Ziploc bag of ice.
An old frozen bag of peas.
Well, the thing Trav's not saying is it's humid as all get out today.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's muggy.
There we go. Quentin supporting with the descriptions. HVAC, heating, ventilation, air conditioning. Now you know. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let's see. What else is happening in here?
Ventilation.
That's 36%, John.
Kurt says, John DeShane, love the dog hair. It's a lifestyle.
My dirty pedal board.
Oh, yeah. There we go. What can you do?
It's a life.
Uh-oh. I think we got somebody who might have to ban here. Pedals are overrated like EVH.
Go poop outside, Joe.
Everybody fight him in the chat. Let's go.
I think he's looking for a trip behind the woodshed.
Yep. Might have to bring him up back out there. Let's see.
He likes the 6505s, but not the 5150s. But,
Yeah.
that's-
Who knows? Yeah, you know what? There
Fuck
go.
you, Joe. Love you, brother, but fuck you.
Yeah. Zach Thong saying hello to everybody.
What's up?
How's it going, Zach?
Good to see you. man.
Zach, my man.
KXM Rock says, you guys rock early. I'll be back. All right. We'll see you. Let's see what else. He's play breaking the wall. Dang it.
Well, that's what I heard
Maybe.
when we were in the green room. Trev had some choppers flying overhead, and I thought Ryan was going into the next song. I'm like, oh, he's gonna play some, brick in the wall here, or something.
No. I do have a little track though that has some type of like a helicopter in it. I think that I'm working on. What's going on, Bo? Guitar Man 45 saying hello.
Yes, my friend.
Hey, real
Let's
quick,
see.
Ryan, my neighbor is asking a question here.
Yeah, good.
My AC's out. Anybody know a HVAC guy?
Nope. Don't know anybody.
You're on your own, Mike.
Don't know anything about it.
Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Yeah, he's got that Morty for sure.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
there you go.
Now we switched over to a standard issue.
Fred Burfel says, at OU812, my wife was listening over my shoulder when I was checking out your test on the David Gilmour pick guard. She was impressed. Very cool, man. Tell her I
Nice.
appreciate it.
Nice.
Have her come and sub to the channel. I need another sub. We are on our way to 1,000. We're at 884 at the moment.
We're at a big
And,
push, guys. Let's get us to 1,000.
We're at a big
here.
push. We need to
Everybody
get
go make
there.
a troll account and come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get to 900 tonight. See what you guys can do.
That'd be awesome.
Let's see. Quentin had to make another trip to the ghetto Kroger, and then Daddy had to drop some friends off.
Cool.
Let's see. Mitch Hammond says, I hate when I practice something and get it halfway okay, and when I start recording, I can't get it right. That's about right. Yep. Yeah, we were last night, we were hanging out, and we were jamming, and John was showing me some of the proper ways to play Amsterdam. And when I said, good night, see you boys, I played it a little bit more. You know, I was going to pull a fast one and make another short like I did last time. But I couldn't continue to play it properly when I was recording, so oh well.
That's a much tougher one than you think.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
So this is, I was trying to have maybe something ready for tonight on this, but you were talking about helicopters and such.
Right.
Nice.
I can't.
Yeah. Get your headphones on, guys.
I don't quite have the timing down on it just yet, and I can't find my pick. Can't remember where he comes in.
Yeah, great. Awesome, dude.
Anyway, that's what I'm trying to work on now. And I've got, I've got some timing stuff to work on, and I've been playing some of the chords wrong. Don't tell anybody. But I'll be working on that one. Maybe have that one.
Yeah,
very
you know
soon.
what, man? It's so much fun just hacking
Yeah.
that stuff out and playing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The thing I've noticed with Eddie is like 90% of the cool ones have
That's right, Ed.
solo entrance, right? Mm-hmm. So practically when you're trying to do it with the the Roadcaster and all that stuff, it's like you need a click track or something
Right.
to
Yeah.
so
yeah,
you
yeah,
come
to,
in with the drums, right?
to know where you are. Yeah, that was one thing with Summer Nights. He starts off with the guitar, with that. And the first thing that you hear is, as far as the rest of the song, is Sammy going,
That's the cue.
Yeah.
That's
so I was able to take that track and delete all the beginning. And you guys might notice that as I'm playing that, I quickly reach up and hit the button for the, and then, the timing is there
timing is there.
from there. Yep. So
well. That's why Ola England does the clap. I don't know if you've ever known that. When he
is
does
that what that is?
He does the.
Yeah.
He knows when to cue in with the audio and with the video and so forth, and he's on time. And
Yeah, but
Everything's synced up.
we're not rocking it that way. I mean, if you're in a DAW situation, for sure.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
with if you're doing production, like YouTube production, and you're doing a demo or something like that, for sure,
Yeah.
right? You clap, and then you know how to sync up your audio and everything. But this is, again, guys, this is all live off the cuff. So, I mean, when we fuck up, it's, there's no overdues here.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Yeah.
So we are literally every time we go, it's live without a net. So,
100%.
but some of that timing,
Well,
to
there's that other
find.
song that you play with the live crowd at the beginning, and you're like, okay, it's when the second guy yells, you can hear the
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Q2,
Yeah.
the guy in the
And
crowd.
that's actually another song that was played on the album with a TransTrem. I played it
Funny
with
thing.
the EMGs, in the Strat, like
Yeah.
he does live. And oh man, it gets so close to that tone. It's so good. It's so good. But the actual album song is recorded with the TransTrem, and I didn't know that until John told me that. So I went.
Well,
and
it's
looked.
when you go to that to the A, right?
And then the big E, after. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Let's see if I can get the timing on it. Let's see.
Listen to the crowd.
Be right back. Gots to pee. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right. Enough of that, right?
Nice.
But anyway, as you can see, what we were talking about, just finding the timing in that, because you don't have any cues of where to go except for that guy screaming in the crowd.
Yeah.
And then if you don't remember how to play it, then you get all messed up. So, like we said, live without a net. So, anyway.
Sorry, guys. Thursdays are kind of tough because I still have work stuff going on. So if
Yeah.
I'm in and out, I apologize.
No worries. I just leave my phone upstairs, and if somebody's calling me, oh well. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Let's see. First thing I see is Ryan Fraley is saying, if Ed released with no vocals, it still has bad mixing, in my opinion. Sound-wise, it was the farthest from Brown sound. Are we talking about Van Halen 3? I guess that's what I get for jumping right in the middle of somebody's conversation.
Did I walk into something here?
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking about Rarity is a good album. Isolated tracks with no vocals is really good. Oh, yeah. He's talking about Van Halen 3. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. What else is going on in the chat? Scott Brockway says people often wonder where Ed got that swing. It was from his dad. His dad was an amazing musician too and played in swing jazz bands. That's where the swing came from. Sure. I think so.
That and playing with his brother.
Mm-hmm.
There's something to be said for, the drummer and the guitar player growing up together, making their own.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Some kind of a bond there that you just can't learn.
Mm-hmm.
Steinberger.
Well, it's the feel, right? It's you got genetics working with you on that.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. A lot of the riffs that Ed would do, it's not in time, but it's got a different swing to it that he's feeling, and he's the only one that can feel and do it that way, you know.
Best example I've come across with that is the Us Festival. Mm-hmm. When he breaks into Girl Gone Bad, it was just a breakdown, right? And it was before 1984, and him and his brother, he was, you know, he had one foot up on the drum riser and he was looking at his brother, and they were doing runs, you know, perfectly syncopated. It was amazing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man.
Let's see. Kurt 5150 says A Different Kind of Truth was the worst tone.
I have yet to listen to that album all the way through, to be honest with you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
No, right from the opening chord, I'm like, fuck, I can't do it, man.
I've often said that as he began to get older, he, you know, probably some hearing loss or hearing changed. So it got really, really, you know, spiky, ice picky,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
And I think that was the only way that he could hear those highs anymore, was just really crank them. So
His absolute best modern tone was the Me Wise Magic and Can't Get That Stuff No More for me.
Yeah.
And the movie, their Twister.
the Twister stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
He kind
Humans
of
Being?
turned. Yeah, he kind of turned down his harmonizer a little bit and got single coily, and it was I love that. I wish there would have been something that came out of that album. 2 songs.
Ryan Hall says he got his start on piano, 6 or 7 years old. Cool. Let's see. What else you guys talking about? Randy Price is disagreeing with you, Kurt. No way. A Different Kind of Truth was his worst tone. Van Halen 3 tour tone, and the tone on the 3 best of songs from 2004.
Randy Price tripping in.
So Randy Price just slammed exactly what I said was good.
There you go. Let's see. Bryce says, I can listen to VH3. I can't do A Different Kind of Truth for some reason.
See,
No,
I'm the
I can't
opposite.
either.
I can't do VH3, man.
VH3 has, because, you know, the biggest thing with VH3, outside of not being produced and all the rest of it, was Sharon's screechy vocals, right? But with this program that Ryan turned me on to, you can take those out.
You're right.
Yeah.
And you can
Oh,
listen
wow.
to Edwards playing, and Edwards playing is bloody epic on that album.
I got to give it another chance. The thing what winds up happening is I always remember when it first came out, my best friend of all time bought the CD, and he opened it up, and we
Yeah.
were both sitting there going, oh, man, let's check this out. Put it on his home stereo system, cranked it up, and I looked over at him. We were kind of looking at each other, and he just gave me this look, put his head down, popped the CD out of the player, put it back in the case. He gave it to me, and he walked away. And he went to
You
the garage.
can't do that with anything.
And no, we listened to it all the way through, the whole thing. And he went to go have a cigarette, and I go, Rob, what do you think, man? He goes, you can have it, man. You can have
Yeah.
it. I'm like, you just bought this thing. So I remember bringing it home, playing it in the car, bringing it home, playing it. I don't even know where it's at, to be honest with you. And I keep everything Van Halen, man. I can't find that CD to this day. I don't even know where it's at.
And that was A Different Kind of Truth, you said?
No, that was
3.
Oh, 3? Okay, gotcha.
Different Kind of Truth. I liked it. I can understand why. I mean, the tones are a little bit too much. The gain is a little high. But it's just,
And all the old songs that they redid,
yeah, it's just
back in the day, the original scores of the old songs to me were better.
yeah, the tunes are good. I just didn't like that
You know, Babe, Don't Leave Me Alone and all that stuff.
Gene Simmons
You
production.
listen to the old recordings of that, and it's like, come on, Ed's on fire, right?
So Joe Hervey 84 has a pretty interesting question for discussion. Do you guys think Ed missed the Marshall tone after going to the 5150?
It's a good question, Joe. It really is. The Marshall tone that he has, his plexi, it's hard to play. It's not
very
it's not
unforgiving. Yeah.
That's right. So, with because the 5150 is basically a Soldano.
I mean, he
let's
had it
not.
in this photo here. It's still sitting back.
Well,
Yeah,
I've heard different interviews and reports too that said that he used the Marshall on every album.
Of course he did.
It's
You
in there
can't-
somewhere.
That tone, and it's kind of the difference between you, Ryan, and me. Like, I'm going for that dry plexi Marshall tone, and it exposes every weakness I have as a player on here. But to me, that sound is
That's it.
you can't do it. Your rig sounds fantastic and all the rest of it, but
It's much more gain than what you would play.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, it would have been great to hear a little bit more out of them.
Yep. Well, if anybody has heard the newest song from Wolfgang called "Take a Bow,"
Take him out.
Yeah,
he says he played the solo with his dad's Frankie and the Marshall.
So you can tell instantly, right?
No,
What do you
I
mean?
can't.
No.
can you tell? You can tell instantly that that's the Marshall and the Frankie.
Well, not the Frankie, but the Marshall, because he had to. You could tell, like, that solo isn't great. It's good, but you can tell he's working the strings because he had to, right? Like, you have to be heavy-handed yet light. And I don't know if you guys think I'm wrong. Let me know. But with the old Marshalls, it's not forgiving at all. So you have to.
I mean, if you play the wrong notes, you're.
Well, even
everyone's hearing
beyond that, right? Though, if you're
With
going for
intonation.
something and you want to hit a harmonic on it, you got to slam the hell out of it to make it come out.
And you got to have that Marshall cranked, to be able to
100%.
get those
Yep.
tones out of it for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think that was something that, I read in a magazine interview or a statement that he had made back in the day, is that he was tired of fighting his guitar and his amp. He's like, why should it be difficult to play? It needs to be easier. And I think that's when he started going to the higher
And you know
gain
what,
stuff.
though? You know what? Listen to the 5150 on, the Hagar era. His rhythm playing is so unbelievably complex and hard, but it sounds like a pop tune, right? You need that gain because Ryan. I've got a plexi tone on my rig, and I'm trying to play Amsterdam, and it's goddamn near impossible
Yeah.
because it doesn't ring out. You don't
Yeah.
have that gain. You don't have that squishiness
Yep. Yeah.
with it.
Yep.
Yep, agreed, 100%, Bryce.
Let's see. Rob Blackmore Official's here. Welcome in, Rob.
Hey, Rob, man.
Respect the Wind. That was a really, really cool instrumental. And that was played strictly by Ed and his brother Alex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they laid down everything. Let's see. Butt Cheek says, I played viola and sax in grade and middle school. When are we going to get some live saxophone on Fruitcake Tony's show? Let's go, man.
Right? That's hard to do.
We'll send you the link right now, Tony. Come on, let's do it.
Let's see what else is going on.
I recall when Uncle Mark was here trying to play his sax.
Yeah, that thing was
Bloody
loud.
man.
Yeah. See, Ryan Fraley says Ed played with P90s on Without You, and going back and seeing that video today, that stuck out. Yep.
That
I think
makes
that
sense.
was like a maroon Wolfgang that he had P90s in.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's the tone. Fair Warning's the best tone ever. We know that. But of his modern tone, that where he started crossing over into almost single coil tone, it just kills me. I love it so much, right? 'Cause there's so much articulation, and you can hear him doing his thing.
What type of guitar did he use for Finish What You Started? I'm sure.
Strat on the recording, and the
Was it?
original.
What is it? Was it a Strat?
Yep. Yep. 57, I believe.
The one that he carved his 5150 into, or whatever it was he did.
Yeah, put his name in it or something.
Yeah.
Make sure that's the one.
So everyone knows it's his.
Let's see. Randy Price says, "No, I didn't, John. I mean the 3 new songs." So I guess
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't. He didn't agree with you.
I got you. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the 3
yeah.
new songs with Sammy in 04.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
Humans Being
No, you're
Me Wise
talking
Magic.
about Up for Sandwiches or some fucking bullshit.
Up for
or
Breakfast.
whatever
I like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
song. It's a good song.
Well, and the other one was a TransTrem song, wasn't it? One of those two was a...
Wise Magic.
Me Wise Magic was a TransTrem song.
No. The 2 was Sammy. One of them was a TransTrem song, wasn't it? Up for Breakfast. And I
Maybe
can't
Up for
remember the other
Breakfast had some of it in there. Yeah.
Where's the
I don't know.
what's up there?
one. I agree, Randy. 100%. Yeah.
Scott Brockway says 84 is still my favorite. Van Halen 1 is second. Very cool. Bryce said someone said that perhaps Sharon was told to sing like Sammy.
Oh,
It
yeah.
makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was Ed
That's
completely.
off of got the sticker here.
Because
It's about time.
Sharon's a fantastic singer.
Oh, Learning to See, I think, may have been TransTrem, right?
Yes.
Yep. I have to have a listen to that.
I couldn't even tell you how that goes.
Ryan says, I wish Ed had called Templeman when Post allegedly bailed. A shorter and more focused record could have salvaged the Sharon thing.
Yeah, Mike Post, I'm a huge Law and Order fan.
Dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun. That's Mike Post to me, right?
Yeah. Zach says, I've been playing guitar since I was 1 year old.
I highly doubt that, Zach.
Maybe playing with a guitar.
Yeah. You might have pooped-
Learning bar chords at month 12, man.
Yeah, you might have pooped on it, but your hands are way too small to play guitar.
There we go. Up for Breakfast, Learning to See, and It's About Time. Guitar tone on those songs is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not. Yep.
Kurt
argument
agrees.
there. Yeah.
Let's see. What else going on in the chat here?
What's up, Bryce?
Ryan says 5150 is a great amp, but the Plexi is just irreplaceable. Did anybody see this new... I think there was a YouTube video today. Let me see what it was. I've got a quick link here for it. Where'd it go? It was Metroplex Mark II.
Yeah.
100 watt.
Fantastic.
It's called the 12301.
Yeah, George is a wizard. Absolute wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
How about in comparison to a Friedman?
It's different, right? Like mine's more kind of an all-arounder.
Kind of more tweakable.
The Metropolis one is like straight up Plexi on one channel, and then Ed's Plexi on another channel. That's it.
That's what it is.
And it sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting for Dave's. He's got one coming out, he said, this year. His Plexi.
Cool.
But
So anybody that's interested in seeing that, it's the Metroplex Mark II. There was a video just put out.
yeah,
How do you pronounce
fantastic.
that? Metropolis?
Metropolis. Yeah.
Metropolis?
yeah.
So, where Superman
And
lives,
you say
right?
Metropolis, I instantly think of Dream Theater.
Right, yeah.
Kurt says Ed kept going back to that Marshall. He had it worked on twice between albums. He still used it. Did Friedman ever get into that? amp?
Yeah.
Do anything to
He
it?
did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Let's see. Ryan says Ed also liked higher gain stuff as he got older, probably because he listened to all the bands that played the 5150. There were a lot of them.
Right.
Still are a lot of them.
Yeah.
that use.
It's a choice amplifier in the world of shred metal.
I had one of the first ones in Canada, and it was an epic amp at the time, like 92, was it? Is that when it came out?
91, 92, somewhere in that
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
There you go.
And it was
The original 5150. Yeah.
yeah.
I still remember the PV monitor that came out and had all of the stack of amps on there.
Yeah.
I was like, what? No way.
My amp toured with my buddy Chris. You know Chris, Trev.
Yeah.
And that was red channel, gain down, super overdrive on, and it was brutal, man. It was just tear your head clean off. Yeah.
Cool.
Great amp.
Like that.
Welcome in 40 Grit. He says the Marshall was running on fumes during the recording of 5150.
And I think that's around the time that, no, maybe not. I think Dave came in around 92 or something on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had heard
But
that
it's just there's nothing extraordinary about his amp outside of the 1 meg mid pot.
was that able to get like a tighter,
Yeah,
More
pushed it,
focused.
right? It pushed it, right?
Pushed a
But
little
I mean,
more.
again, his guitars and everything changed. I mean, Van Halen 1 is an epic album, but if you actually listen to the guitar tone, for me, it's like, it's all fuzzy and it's all high-endy and it's all scratchy. I mean, VH2 was, to me, was way better
Much
sounding guitar tone.
yeah,
And then he kind of perfected it with Fair Warning.
fair warning.
Me,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I love women and children first, man.
Yeah, still a little too wild for me, right?
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
What's up, Papa Blue? Welcome in.
Cheers.
What's up, man?
So Ryan Hall says that he can tell that it's Ed's old gear. I'm assuming in that song that Wolfgang just put out.
Yeah. Listen to the solo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Yeah.
got that. It's got that. I don't upper mid thing to it that only a Marshall can have.
Mm-hmm. Ryan says that Billy Corgan described playing that amp as unforgiving as can be,
Yep.
and he played the Marshall while visiting Ed at 5150. Yep.
Agreed,
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
And I mean, Ed's hands were epically strong.
Mm-hmm.
So when he fretted something, there was no misinterpretation about what he was doing. And he was so good that what he fretted was exactly what he wanted. And I mean, that had to go. I mean, I'm now 51 years old. My knuckles are all fucked up. You know, and I try to play with a clean tone and all the rest of it. You guys obviously hear my fuck ups all the time, but it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
But it, you know, I totally understand why he went to something a little more forgiving, right?
Yeah. And it's easier to play for sure.
100%.
You know,
yeah.
I went and recently I went and played the Soldano SLO 100 at the music store.
Yep.
And sounded great, but man, every little mistake that you make,
It's stiff, yeah.
it amplifies it so much. It's like
Yep.
you can hear it. It's stiff, and you don't get that feel under your hand
That's
of that compression. You know, it's
So, I mean, you
it's
could-
so open.
Yeah, so you can work it back from there like a Fryette amp, like the pit pole. Those are stiffer than shit. You go back even further and you go to like a Wizard amp. Those are, you know, and they sound absolutely killer. But to me, I played a couple of them and they're so hard to play because,
Yep.
I mean, if you're fretting something just, it's like, yep, fuck you, here it is. That's the loudest note you're going to hear is that one.
That one. Yep.
That's how my Mesa Boogie amps are in the manual of the Mesa Boogie tri-axis. You're able to get the Mark II C+, the Mark III to Mark IV amps, and then the rectifier.
Yeah.
And it would talk about how if you're playing the Mark series amps, that it's not forgiving. It's if you play the wrong note or don't play it right, people can hear it. Where the rectifier,
Go, Kurt. Kurt, that's exactly what I was. Sorry, R2.
Yeah.
But that's something I was going to bring up. That live tour was not 5150s. That live tour
Balance?
was his old Marshall.
You think so?
You listen to the tone on, especially the Toronto show. You can hear it. The 5150 can't produce those tones, in my opinion. You know, I could be totally wrong, guys.
Everybody
see
fight
that
John in the
commercial.
chat. Make
Yep.
sure. Tell him, give him a what for.
But the thing I heard back in the day on because I used to be part of that VH Links forum, was it was an 800 with a SD1 in front of it.
Interesting. The song 5150 is a workout. It's so fun to play, too. That's such a great riff. I think that is probably one of the best riffs ever written.
Yeah. And you guys heard the story about him waking up Sammy at 2 a.m, say, "Listen, this is what I got here," and they got together, and by 5 in the morning, they had the basic structure of the song.
Such a great riff.
Ah.
Bryce says, I never get tired of any of it. Crank all these albums every week. Right on, man.
Excellent.
Scott says, stick a 10-band EQ in front of it. In front of the Marshall, I'm sure.
Yep. Yeah, 10 band will do wonders to any amp.
Doing good, 40 Grit. Appreciate it. Joe Hervey says, some sax. That'd be hot. Yeah, man. Gotta get Uncle
Some
Mark on here.
sex? Joe, you want some sex?
Let's see. Kurt says, Alex recorded a song on guitar for the Twister soundtrack. It was not used.
Did not know that.
I did not either. Kurt is full of all kinds of trivia stuff.
Kurt's a treasure trove of useless information.
A lot of the times, stuff on the show where we would talk about something, and I'll be like, I don't know. I don't remember where that was, or I don't know what that is, or he'll follow up in the chat later. Oh, that was here, and that was... So, right on, Kurt.
But ask a brother for a collared shirt with under the bus on it.
Yeah, you get a big FU.
Yep.
He says Diver Down and 84 are his favorite tones.
I'd be wearing it right now, Kurt. Right here would be under the bus, right?
It's throwing you under the bus.
Love that song. Such a good feel. I'm assuming you're talking about 5150 still?
Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah. Let's see. Randy says a 57 Strat and a 1990 Telecaster Custom on Runaround.
That's
Interesting.
right. Was it a Telecaster on Runaround? I always thought it was
I don't know.
the Strat, right? That.
There you go.
Could be wrong.
Oh, you caught me off guard. I didn't have the... There you go. There you go.
There you go. Well, good job, dummy.
So we have confirmation. Randy Price says Learning to See has TransTrem.
I thought so. Yeah.
I might have to look into that. I think Learning to See was a sustainer, says 40 Grit.
That was
Possibly.
in his. That was in his abuse days. Yeah.
You know what? I never really liked the sustainer stuff.
Nope.
I mean, it just...
Year
I don't
to
know.
a day, like on VH3. Mm-hmm. That was kind of cool, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. He
As,
went nuts
you
with
know,
it.
you go and you listen to that little sidetrack that he did for that that film
Yeah.
called Catherine, I think.
The Pono.
Oh man, yeah, it was horrible. I mean,
terrible.
sorry,
Yeah.
but you know, it's just so reliant on that instead of actually coming up with something cool. John DeShane, I sent you a photo via Facebook.
Oh,
Be
thank
careful.
You. Thank you.
Careful when you open it.
You'll get to see the girth of Kurt.
Kurt.
Brian Mooney says much of his sound was his picking style. Was he using different amp in the Les Paul show he did? Who knows?
Yeah, he had a very unique picking style, for sure.
You know, but that's the thing. You know, he could play through anything, and he's going to sound like him. You know.
Yeah, he's got that built-in swing. He's got built-in Ed. He's Ed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, honest to God, 30 years later, we're still obsessed with this man playing a guitar, for Christ's sakes. But he hits every one of us on a certain level, a certain way. Where, you know, who was his contemporaries back in the 80s? Winger and Rat, and loved all those tunes and all the rest of it. But I mean, there was no comparison at all.
Definitely in a league all of his own.
Yeah.
It was the same kind of rock pop music, but it was different. You know.
Yep.
It had its own thing,
And they made it through all the 90s with Sammy playing pop tunes, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Amazing, man.
Yeah, man.
Pepsi commercial. Crystal Pepsi.
Yep.
Ugh.
Ryan says
My
he just
wedding
watched.
song.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
I was just going to say, Ryan said he had just watched the Metropolis vid and more of a hot rod plexi rather than a modern EL34 high gain like the BE.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I was just going to say that my wedding song was Right Now. You know.
Oh, really?
The intro coming in through the fucking balloons or whatever the bullshit is.
Yeah.
Wife sets up.
Zach says he has proof of him playing guitar at 1 year old. So take that, John.
Fuck me.
Let's see.
Good for you, Zach. That's, yeah. No, I couldn't get my hand around a guitar until I was about 7.
So Scott says that Friedman returned the amp back to stock, except the 330 UF cap and 50K mid control.
There you go. Yeah.
Worked on it again in 2004 while he was building Ed's tour rack. Let's see.
So why would you do that if you're balls deep into your own branded stuff?
Right? Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Mr. Fruitcake Tony is here. Welcome in, Tony.
What's up,
Good to
man?
see you.
Tony.
What's up, Tony?
Let's see.
You're way back in the chat.
John told me the Marshall was nothing magic.
John who? Me?
John who? Ed
So
stopped
if you-
touring with the Marshall in '82, Kurt says.
No, he didn't.
So you can take that and shove that up your balance theory.
Get fucked, Kurt. Sorry.
Hold on. Wait, come on, Kurt. Are you serious? Here, there's Kurt's comment here.
He tuned his B string
sorry.
flat by several cent, if I remember correctly.
Seems about right, Kurt. Yep.
Kurt,
My wedding
was
song
your
was
wedding
a-
song really up for breakfast?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, that got changed. How many cent
know-
did he tune the B string flat?
You know,
Built
on
into
the
Strobo Stomp.
yeah, exactly. I was going to say, Trev. Do you want to say?
It's built into the Strobo Stomp.
Yeah, that's one of the.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's
There's
not
an
just
EVH
the
setting.
B. It's between the B and the G. So they kind of split the difference mathematically. Like, so it's not just sharp. It's this in relation to the G string. So then, yeah, you can play what is it, Running with the Devil. And
But you were talking about his hand strength, and that's what I'd heard was that those strings were so flat that when he would fret them, he would push and pull them to their proper spot.
Yep.
Yeah, his last guitar tech that he had, he said if somebody picked up Ed's guitar and tried to play it, it would sound horrible because it would be completely out of tune.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Let's see. Ryan says, on the fretting topic, teachers today advise you to fret with as little pressure as possible because of the physics of it. I agree with that.
Interesting. I don't agree with that.
No?
Now, Ryan, have you tried with the, because you have the USA Wolfgang, you and I do. I have the USA and the made in Japan, and they're stainless steel vintage frets. And they're real low. So have you tried, like when I play my jumbo frets and you press really hard on a chord or a note, you can kind of hear the pitch kind of change. They're out of tune.
Yeah.
Try doing that with the vintage fret, and you try to press real hard and it still stays equal. And
It doesn't do it so much. Well, because you know you've got less height.
less height. So I'm wondering if Eddie kind of changed that a little bit as he, progressed.
Progressed on. Could be. Let's see. Ryan says if anyone was ahead of the curve and not fretting hard out of the 80s, it was Yngwie.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, he didn't have any
Scallop.
fretboard underneath his fret,
Right.
so I mean, yeah.
It's all about the pressure.
That requires a super light touch because you got this much space to push a string down. You got to be
Up a whole
careful
half
what
tone,
you're
right?
doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Play a D chord. Play some. Sounds nice.
Randy says that the Plexi is on 3 tracks on balance. There we go. Quentin has it figured out. I heard Ed used an RP 3607832584655543 XP Mark II.
For real.
For real. The Marshall used on the balance tour was for big fat money. Let's see. Not visible. Welcome in, man. Says bass player here. I always try to fret and pluck every note. Kurt 5150 says he gets all his info from Keith Campbell.
Keith.
He's got layered guitar tracks on Runaround. Scott says Panama and Unchained are his favorite tones. Very cool. And Randy says Runaround is 110% a 1990 red double bound Telecaster custom. Okay. Sounds
That
like
makes
you're
sense. It's got
pretty
the
confident on that.
Yeah, it's got the total single coil tone.
Ryan Hall says sounded like the Wolf Telly, like on Finish What You Started.
I believe it was his 57 Strat on Finish What You Started. I believe reading that. Yeah.
Jimmy Ray Hawkins is here. Welcome in. Has been busy listening. Info packed. Try to make it back. All right, we'll see you then. Let's see. What else is going on in the chat?
Well, word on the street is that Laz is going to the Beach Boys tonight, so he's not doing a show. So just
That's
so you know.
correct. He has
There's no time
postponed
limit.
his show. Yep. I was going to put, a cover on my thumbnail that says on schedule.
Oh, shit.
So
At this point, how many original members are in the Beach Boys?
who knows?
How many are alive?
Randy says the white one you see him playing in the Distance video when Wolf was a baby.
Regarding what?
Not
The
sure.
previous comment.
Probably whatever we were saying when he said that.
The white one?
You know what? I thought that this was correct here. As a Music Man 6-string bass as a lower octave on the intro and chorus riff.
100%. Yeah. No,
Was
no,
that on
yeah.
Runaround or was that on Spanked?
Well, Spanked was totally. It was. So go back to Runaround was doubled. Spanked was straight ahead baritone.
Yeah.
It's that fucking killer too, right?
Yep. I
What a
was
groove.
so disappointed in 91 when I saw them with Alice in Chains, which was one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I saw him because I was like right up at the front of
Yeah.
the stage. This is back when you had general admission and you had to get in there and fight your way to the front. And I
Yep.
would always go over to Ed's side of the stage so I could watch him play. And the lights were down, but I could see the stage, and I saw him putting on the double neck guitar. And I was so stoked to hear that. And there was a bit of a delay, and he takes the guitar off. So there
Yep.
was something wrong and I missed that song in the concert. So then I remember they went straight into Runaround after that.
The
That was
chorus, the verse section in Spanked. He's a bow, like a gang, bow. Come on,
Yeah.
just epic.
Man, I'm way far back in the chat here.
It's okay. Go through it.
Do some speed reading.
Ryan says Soldano has said that the Plexi was stock on a number of interviews. Take it for what it's worth.
It was. I've talked to Dave Friedman personally about that. He said, no, outside of the whatever Scotty said about the Min Pot, it's a stock unit, man.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's not even original Transformers or anything, right? Because Ed blew them up all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So the furthest thing it could be from Ed says my honeymoon song was Black and Blue, and then my anniversary song is Can't Get This Stuff No More.
Yeah.
Oh man. What else? Let's see. Ryan says I personally don't have a Wolfgang, but I do have a hammer that has some vintage style frets, and even on that it's fine to not fret hard. I'd say 5 out of 10 is ideal, but I have not played as long.
You know, the thing is it's I think it's how you learn to play. Because to me, I can't get big enough frets.
Really?
Like I sent my Sir back, right? I mean, it had little issue with the neck, but primarily to get the jumbo frets.
Yeah.
And this guitar here that I'm playing, they're as big as you can get. They're the 6100s or whatever it is. But my buddy, comes over, Andy, Andy, and he can't play this at all because he's fretting everything. So, he's got the gator grip on it.
I was like that until I got this thing. And with the new jumbo frets on this thing, I had to be aware of that. And it made me a softer player, which also helped for not being sore after playing for an hour. And just for 3
Recording
hours,
stuff,
right?
though, but when you're soloing,
Yeah.
they're great because you can get,
Just get right
you
in
can
there.
dig, you can get right underneath it and
Dig in.
And that's definitely not a soft approach, right? It's aggressive.
Welcome in, Dan Gorman. Good to see you. Spanked is a 12-string. That's something new I learned today.
Didn't know that.
Was it I thought it was just the baritone
That's
guitar.
all I thought it was, too.
Yeah. Did we say it was a 12-string? Where did that come from?
That would be cool, though, if it was.
Right?
It really would. A baritone 12-string. That
You know
would
what? You know what was a 12-string was Cabo Wabo.
Of course.
It was a 12-string guitar that looked like this, and it said OU812 on it right there.
Did it?
From what I've heard. Kurt will probably correct me if I'm wrong.
They look like this.
Is this a current ad? No, that's listing has ended. I was gonna say if that was current, I was gonna go buy that thing.
$7 fucking grand? No.
And no, that one's got a version 1.5 on it.
Right.
Can you zoom in on that again? All right, let me show everybody here. If you look at the back end of the trim, see those 3 screws back there?
Yeah.
All right, that tells me that was a version 1, and then it's been converted to the double ball end. I believe it has, or has it? No, maybe it hasn't. That is a version 1. So the version 1, the strings actually screw into a little stud that's in there. A version 1.5 is that has been converted to be one like this.
Those look like ball ends in there.
Oh, no.
No, these are. Are you talking about this right here?
Yep, that screws in. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, yep.
From that angle, you can really see the difference in the saddle heights and the way they're.
Yeah, that's completely different. So that's a version 1 TransTrem. That's awesome. I've never seen one that close up. That is what Ed had on his. Yep. Mine is version 2, but you can always tell if you go back.
Is that the serial
Doesn't have
number
a top
here?
plate.
Or what's that?
That's the serial number. Yeah, 2918 for sure.
Huh.
But you can tell. See, mine here. It has the writing, Steinberger license or whatever it says.
Highlight Ryan there, guys.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me just exit out of this here. Stop screen.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So this is version 2.
Yeah.
And you see
Doesn't
it
have that
doesn't
big
have
ass
those
cover
screws back here on the back.
No.
Yeah. So you can always tell a version 1 or 1.5 if you see those 3 screws on the back there.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I pulled up the photo because I knew it was the listing stopped, but I'm like, that's a cool TransTrem.
So if
And
there's
version 2 is a better unit, correct?
well, a lot of people say version 1 has a better tone because of what it was
Extra metal.
of the material that it was made of. But running this through that rig back there, I mean, you can't tell the difference.
Well, it's got to be a six screw Strat trim. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
Come on.
But
Splitting hairs at that point.
anybody that's new to the channel tonight, first time in, this is why we call TransTrem Thursdays, because this guitar has the TransTrem on it.
Has its
We
very own show.
play a couple of TransTrem riffs.
She is pretty, man.
Yeah,
Look at
man.
that thing, man. That's epic. I'd give you $7K for that.
And I would turn you down.
Yep. Nope. And you probably should.
Yeah, you would have to offer quite a bit more for me to let this thing go.
No.
And even then, I wouldn't let it go.
No, you gotta.
How about this one, Ryan? Let's see, right there.
The old GL4T.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
see,
even
that's-
more money.
That's got the version 2 on it. So that's the same as what I've got. Yep.
This one's
Now that one has like some kind of,
what's
I don't know if that's like an EQ system or it's phasing or split switches or whatever.
Oh, it might be the switches for the humbucker single.
Right.
Oh yeah, because there's no little switch. Yeah. I guess you select which pickups you want activated on or off. Yeah.
That's
Cool.
giving you a lot to do, man.
Yep. I just want to plug in and play. Can you go back to that other one and find a picture similar to that one?
Let's see here. Let's see. Oops, back here.
Yeah, add to cart.
Yeah, right. 76.95.
Now that one is active right now. That's an active.
Yeah, this is an active one. This is active.
Nobody look at this. No, can't see it. Ryan's got
I'm gonna put a little
something to
heart
do
on
here.
it.
Show's over. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Well, see, that's the beauty of those guitars is you can find one of those with the or I could find one of those with the single coils in it. I could take that whole top plate off, and I have another GL2T, actually the original plate off of this one, so I could turn it into a GL2T and have another one.
There you go.
Did you lose
A
it?
lot of cabbage, man.
That was a completed one, so maybe it's harder to find.
Let me see here. Let me see if I
Be
can
in your
find it.
history.
Da-da-da.
Got the little clickers on my mouse for back page, back page, back page.
Mm-hmm. Let's get back to the chat here. Let's see. There we go. Kurt says, I am correct. I'm assuming 12-string Steinberger for Cabo Wabo. See, I got a couple of facts rattling around in there.
Right?
Ryan is asking if there's anyone in the stream or in the chat that has ever played a Strandberg. I have not, personally. John, Trev?
Nope.
No.
No?
No interest either.
No?
Those are the headless units, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Outside of the what you have there, Ryan, to me there's tone in this bit here.
Yeah. I was just about to say to me there just doesn't seem to be any reason to not have or to have a headless guitar unless it's got a TransTrem on it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the other differences, right there where the locking bar is, right there where you're
The shifter?
Yep, that is different as well.
Your gear shift. Yeah.
That little bar right there, it's more rounded, and the version 2 is more of I can show you.
More of a cam,
Yeah.
right? Rather than a rod. Okay, now we got to switch back.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you can see it there. See how it's
Yeah.
square?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a couple of different changes on it. So there we go. TransTrem lessons tonight.
That's what we're here for.
Yes, sir. Very cool. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the differences in a version 1 and a version 2 would sound like. Because those strings, they screw right down. And I would think you've got more contact, hey? Who knows? All right, let's get back to the chat. Kurt says Eddie uses 6-string Dan Electro bass for Spanked. So there we go. Cushman, welcome in, man.
Hang on, go back there. He had the Music Man with the Dano on top and the 6-string
Well,
on the
perhaps
bottom, right?
he means for the recording.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when he played it live, he had that double neck thing, I do believe. It is a shame they've stopped making the TransTrems. I would really like to see Gibson or whoever has rights to it. As far as I know, the what do they call it? The copyrights?
Patent?
The patent
Pat-
to this
yeah.
has expired. So technically anybody can make this. I mean, can you make them and start putting on a production guitar without permission from Gibson? That's nice.
Get a CNC.
That's
machine.
cheap.
It is cheap,
that's the thing. What's wrong with it?
right? Got a break in the headstock or something?
That's what I'm looking for. Sometimes you'll find the crack right by the tuner over here. Maybe this right there.
Does it say anything in
Looks
the
like
description?
yes.
Yeah, I agree with you, Scott. Original Floyd sound better than the thousands or specials.
Ah, there it is.
Yep.
There's
Oh,
the
yeah.
crack.
Yep. Had to be something.
Oh,
Is that
Jesus Christ.
just a finish crack, or does that go into the
that
wood?
went deep, man.
Yeah.
That would be weird for the grain of the wood to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be going
Ouch.
the other direction.
What's it say about that one?
His hairline scratching the
Yeah,
back.
scratch. That's no scratch.
Just a flesh wound.
Oh, it's just a dog hair. That's not a scratch.
Put your arms off.
Come on, then. 'Tis but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch.
Tim Thomas said they should just start making Steinbergers again, just like they bring back everything else. Sure, there'd be a market for them new.
Here's my posit on the TransTrem. Outside of Eddie, and there's, you know, the guy from the guy that played with David Bowie.
And Vito Bratta.
Who else has actually done anything interesting that actually incorporates the you know, the key switching and all that stuff?
I was never a big listener to Alan Holdsworth, but I understand that he used it.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? Just an oddball stuff where it's your mind's already blown before he starts fucking around with that, right?
Right.
So,
But I know Vito Bratta used it from White Lion.
is there TransTrem songs from White Lion?
I wouldn't be able to tell you what they were,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Jesus.
Now, what is this? Somebody selling a copy of it, or that you just showing info?
I'm just showing because when you guys said 12 string, and I'm like, wait, is it a baritone or 12 string? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was a baritone.
It's a
on
baritone, yeah.
top. Yeah, for sure. Ba-ba-boom. Sounds so good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ed says this song from 1991's For Love for Common Knowledge is unique because Eddie plays a Dan Electro 6-string bass tuned E to E, an octave below regular guitar, while Mike plays a 5-string bass. So somebody Googled that, Ed.
So that's that's something that Ed would do, right? Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to worry about, because a regular baritone guitar is not tuned E standard, right? So Ed said, "Fuck it." He just turned it to E standard and played, right?
Yeah.
Which is
Now, I've got a quick question. When people are typing in their comments, Ed, like it's been coming up a lot tonight in the chat, does that highlight for you, Ed? He must be getting peppered in the chat. With Ed.
Yeah. He sees his name highlighted all over the place. Scott Brockway says, "You think Floyd's are hard to set up?" I don't, personally. You don't want a TransTrem. Yes, I do. I want more of them. If a TransTrem is designed, if it's set up properly on the guitar that you've got, if the guitar is made for it, it's one of the easiest things to set up.
There's a couple videos on the channel, Scotty. You should go back and check
Ask
out.
Ask me how I know. Yeah. Simple. Super, super simple.
No, they're easier than a Floyd because, I mean, fuck, you got to screw around
calibrated,
with
right?
loosening stuff off to get your intonation right.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, I would venture to say that it is easier to set up if it's on a guitar that it's designed for than a Floyd is. Yep. Let's see. Ryan says, with an actual guitarist and Caesar G running Gibson, maybe they can start up Steinberger for real.
Well, didn't Amanda, that girl that does the artwork and stuff, didn't she say Gibson had something going on with that, maybe?
She said she can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah. So she just being
Which wasn't a no, so.
That could mean that she didn't know. So
that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Dwight Bailey.
Hitman.
What's up, man? Let's see. What else going on in the chat? Basswood, basically balsa wood.
Yep.
But see, that's why you put a slab of maple on top of it. You know, there's a lot of companies that use the basswood and maple formula because it's freaking killer. Sounds great. Let's see. What else is happening? Rob Blackmore. That's a big crack.
Yep.
That's what she said.
Let's see. Ed says Ed uses the Dan Electro for recording, but Ed did use the Ernie Ball Music Man EVH 6-string bass over 6-string mid-range live for Spanked. Alan Holdsworth uses TransTrem a lot. Yep. Let's see. What else you guys saying? Ryan Hall says, I only played the first version in 85-86, and I would have bought it, but I just couldn't get the feel for it. I couldn't afford to buy two guitars that cost over $9.15 in 85-86. What guitar was that, Ryan? Oh, the Steinbergers. Played first version in 85-86.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Wow, that was early, eh?
Mm-hmm.
For that kind of technology.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not sure when they first came out. Was it 80, 83, 84? I know he had designs back in the late 70s.
this one here, was this what was used on Top Jimmy?
The Ripley.
Yeah, the Ripley
Oh,
was
the
used
Ripley.
for Top Jimmy. Yep.
Yeah. Looks like Ed's main guitar he never played an F chord.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting. Blech.
Yeah, right there. No.
Yeah. Let's see. Ryan said Floyds are fine to set up as long as they are anchored. It's floating Floyds that are a pain.
Not really.
Not if you know
just
how to
gotta
do it, yeah.
understand how they work.
Yep.
It's the
Yep.
balancing.
Yep. It's that old balancing act. Let's see. What else going on in the
That
chat?
knocked my Jackson Kelly out of tune, man, no matter what.
Ernie Ball Music Man uses basswood maple on a bunch of the Petrucci guitars as well as the Axis. Yep. Ibanez, I think, uses that formula. A lot of companies use it. Because it works.
It's good
that
all
gets-
arounder.
That
setup.
guitar in the front, what is that?
Tesco Del Rey.
Tesco
Yeah.
Del Rey. I heard that was a photo shoot that DiMarzio was doing, and that's where he talked to him about the pickups for the Ernie Ball Music Man, where they had all the guitars that were there, and they just piled them on him. I think Albert Lee was there for the photo shoot as well, and he put like all the guitars on at one time. I don't know. Ed noticed the old SIG that was in the headstock. Background reminds me of Windows 95. What?
The picture, maybe.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh, now we're well.
That background?
No, the one with the Tesco. The three
Oh.
guitars, right? Yeah, it had that clouds shit in the background.
Gotcha. Oh, there it is. Picture of Ed. Let's see.
Now, Ryan, what is this thing here?
Cushman is giving you cheers there, Symmetry.
Yep. Cheers them back.
That is the TransTrem version 3.
3.
Yeah. That's
That
the one
doesn't
that
look
they
like a successful thing.
they had that one on the what is that, the ZT4, I think is that guitar or whatever.
Let's see. This is the
ZT3. Yeah, that is that was the latest version of the TransTrem that Ned Steinberger came out with, and I was excited about it. I went and checked one out. I found one at a local music store, and I was sadly disappointed that it did not transpose the same as the prior TransTrem, because all I ever wanted to do with the TransTrem guitar was play Summer Nights, and
Right.
that one would not transpose to the same key. So I was like,
Right.
screw that. What good is that?
So Ned fucked himself.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you could still do those cool, chord up and downs. You know. Yeah, you could have still played Get Up, but
Well, no, yeah, you need to be able to transpose it the same way.
yeah, cool stuff nonetheless. Let's see what else. Alpertly.
You're not visible.
Graphite and Cigars says he repaired his first pedal today. Cool.
Nice.
TransTrem is perfect for a bad motor scooter. TransTrem is perfect for everything.
Almost.
Cecil has a question. He says, do the double ball end strings break any more often than a regular string? I would say it really depends on how much you play it. Get Up is probably the hardest on the strings because you're whacking them up, you're whacking them down, and if I played that song every day, a string would probably break maybe once a week trying to play that song. And Summer Nights, that puts a lot of strain on it because that one locks all the way up. So you're really putting a lot of tension on that string. That goes up to what is that, an F at that point? Let me see what
And
that
that
is.
sounds like breaking tension there.
Oh no, that pulls it up to a G.
Yeah,
J.
so you're up.
So I can tell you right now what we are. Okay, standard E. One step up goes to F sharp,
Yeah.
and then you go up another step to a G. Okay. All right, back to standard E. Drop one, and you're in D. D standard.
D standard, so it's down a whole step. Yep.
Yep. And then down another step, and you're in C,
See?
Yeah.
and then down another, and you're in B.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. I mean, the engineering to do this thing.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I mean, come on, this thing is in tune, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
I mean, come on.
That's
How awesome
killer,
is
man.
that, right?
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
That's killer.
One of the best best inventions, not for guitar, but ever. Of all inventions.
Here's a question, right?
Are the Steinberger strings the same as the strings that the double ball Floyd Rose guitars use? No.
I remember they used to be like little bullet.
Little bullet ends. Yeah. Yeah. Completely different. Completely different. Yeah. Let's see. Kurt says that Ed threw the PV Wolfgang pickups in that thing and had to have EMGs put back in it because it didn't sound good in that photo.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a photo up
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah.
Where he had the duct tape on holding the front,
Gaffer's tape.
the front on it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was this one here. Let's see. Show it real quick.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I can imagine that it would not sound the same.
Yeah.
Yep, that was when it was restored.
There's the man. Yeah, Babbitts.
That is the man, Jeff Babbitts. Let's see. Tim Thomas says that's pretty cool. How you could have all those different tunings on the fly. Well, that was the whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I think, like you were alluding to earlier, John, that Ed was the master of it. You know,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he took the ball and ran.
Yeah. ET5150, welcome in. Says, when are you going to learn some White Lion riffs? Probably never.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Vito Brada.
EMG pots are like 10K or 25K.
Oh, fuck off, Scotty. Always with your 10K.
250K, 500K.
700,000K. It's all about the pots, man.
KXM Rock says that's a picture of it on Zim's workbench.
Yeah. Dane would be like, yes.
Well, I think I finally caught it with the chat. So,
Yeah. Yay.
and we're only an hour and a half in. So there we go.
It was a robust chat tonight. Nice.
Yeah, we had some good conversations
Got
happening in there.
38,000 people watching right now.
Yeah, awesome. See, that's what I like about doing this. We get, the chat here, and we kind of include them in the show with, their questions and comments, and
Yep.
hopefully everybody enjoys coming in and doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I know, Scotty. That's your bet. Yeah, I'm just busting balls, dude.
Right.
I love you.
So there we go. Ryan Hall has just called it. We have a little bit of an unboxing. Thanks to Miss Patty Dill, Patty in the chat.
Let's
Right
see
on.
this, man.
So
I
can we get
unboxed two things earlier. I guess I should have saved that.
we can box them back up.
That's right.
Yeah, next
You
prize.
could still have show and tell. Just not an unboxing.
Let's see. ET5150 says, I'd like to hear Ryan do Little Fighter riff on his rig. I'll look at it. I'll see what it will take. We have a couple stumbling in. We've got J708.
Right
Hey
on.
now, boys.
Cheers, brother.
What is up,
What's
Jay?
going on, Jay?
Hang on. I got something special for you, Jay. Let's see.
Me too.
Hang on.
Uh-oh.
It's a J7 over 8.
And mine is.
Mikey Mojo.
Scott's asking, what's in the box? I don't have a box. I've got an envelope and a plastic package, so we'll see. Let's see. All right, so let's get to it.
I'm hoping we'll see Ron. You guys would be like, "Gold."
Right. So, yeah, Patty had messaged me earlier in the week, and she said, hey, you got some stuff coming. It's coming straight from somewhere else, not her, but look for it. And 2 packages arrived, so thank you, Patty. Let's get to it. And, boy, everybody's just deserting.
I'm here with you, brother.
They don't want to see what's in the packages. Man,
Sun flares. Could be solar activity.
it could be. All right, so I'm going to disrobe the guitar, and then we'll grab the packages. So it's all over to you, Trev.
Yay! Well then, what else is going on? Good to see you too, Jay. That was a great show last night, and really enjoyed the fireworks edition of the "What the fuck are you doing?" That was awesome. Do a dance. I'll give you one of these, but that's about as much as you're going to get out of it. If it wasn't so hot in here, the amp and guitar would be turned on, but we're still at a sweaty 91 degrees out in the tone shack, so I don't have anything that creates heat turned on unnecessarily.
Definitely a hot summer night in the Tone Shack, for sure. All right, so we've got 2 packages. We have one that's, let's see, here we go. We got one that's like that.
SMR.
And we got one that's like this. So should we do a poll? See
Yep.
which one I open first?
Yep.
I think we should. All right, let's do a poll.
The bag or the envelope.
All right, so we'll do a poll. Start a poll.
Start a poll.
Which package first? So we have bag, envelope, and let's see. We got a third option there too. There we go. So we'll let that run for a minute. So while we're waiting for that, how about I grab the Strat with the EMG pickups in it?
Oh, would you please? And
Yeah.
maybe you could play that. Yeah. The riff.
Well, I played it earlier, so anybody that
See
was
what
here
it
and
sounds
heard it, they can then compare.
Right?
And if I can
missed
remember
it,
how to
you
play
go
it
back.
properly. Yeah. All right. Yeah,
An
I'll
hour.
grab it. Be right back.
All right. Over to you, R2.
In latest news,
What's going on, buddy?
there. I just had
I got
to
to get another beverage.
enter my vote.
I'll leave my camera on.
Dilly gaff?
Is that what's winning?
Dilly? Dilly?
Oh, Bag's in the lead. Oh, no. Don't give a...
Representing America with Coors Banquet.
John went to go get some helium.
All right. We are back. Let me see if this thing even works.
Testing. Check.
Let's see. Hang on. Oh, it works. Now, who all in the chat was here last time when I fired this thing up and heard all
more
that
than half.
nasty noise?
I guess it's more than that. That's the intro with the guy screaming in the car.
What
So
was
I
it,
kind of,
Sunday you talking about? The Sunday pick card?
yeah, when I actually did the change and then put it on. Does that sound like a Strat?
Not even a little bit. This mahogany bass guitar sounds more like a Strat.
Right? Yeah. Let's see. Yep. Patty was in the chat.
Patty
Ryan
in the
missed
chat.
it. But I did play Sorrow, Pink Floyd, earlier on the TransTrem, which was actually played on a TransTrem. But then he played live, which is my favorite version, with the Strat with the EMGs. So let's compare it. And just
Put your
listen.
headphones on.
Yeah, listen to the just listen to the growl of this guitar. Let's see if I can find it.
It's got a certain growl and a hollowness to it that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oops. All right, we ready?
Let's do it, man.
So tell me that does not sound badass.
Fucking epic, man.
That sounds
So
good.
Oh, what has happened here? There we go.
There we go.
So once I figured out how this thing worked and how to tweak the controls, oh my God, this thing just sounds freaking fantastic. So I'm super, super happy with this thing. And it sounds better than the TransTrem guitar on that
With the
particular
growls,
song.
for sure.
It sounds
It does
right.
sound good.
I mean, just that. I mean, come on.
Epic, man.
I mean, that sounds so good. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Sounded tasty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. KXM Rocks Gilmore note choices were key. Yes, sir. How does, let's see.
Nowhere near as gnarly as yours, man.
Not quite the same. It's like it has, it just like it has built-in sustain to it with these pickups or something. It's like almost like their sustainer, like continuing to vibrate those strings. It's just. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it.
You know how we were talking offline, though, right? I mean, he designed his whole rig around that, right? With the compressor in front and a compressor in back. And I mean, he was using a clean amp. He was using nothing like what you're using.
The high watt, yeah.
Yeah, the high watt amp and then dirt pedals and compression and all the rest of it. But, I mean, you're so close.
It's close. It's close.
Considering, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that goes back though to how versatile this rig is. I mean, everybody said, "Oh, well, it's just an Eddie Van Halen rig." No, it's not
Yep.
at all. Right?
And it's
I mean,
funny because I play the Van Halen riffs on the blue channel,
yeah,
which has less gain,
yeah.
and I play the Pink Floyd stuff on the red channel, which has way more gain and so much more compression to get it focused.
Yeah.
And it sounds really, really close.
Yeah.
So I'm super, super stoked with these pickups in this thing.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. It's, this guitar will be Trev's, I think. Trev's going to probably take this guitar
Pick it up
from
off
me.
of you. Very cool.
And the blue one that it's been on the show before, I think I'm going to grab the pick guard for it.
How much is the shipping and handling
For
for Trev?
It's either 18 or 19.99. 18 or 19.99.
it's exactly one shot of Trev's bourbon. That's what the shipping and handling is.
Right.
We'll sort that out next week. I'm going to John's house for a whiskey week.
Yeah, so I mean,
And-
Trev might take this actually next week, guys. So this might be Trev's.
Very cool. Very cool. Next, we'll have Trev all set up with wet, dry, wet, and
Oh,
I think we'll get Trevor Roadcaster before R2.
So, Al, do you have an update for us on where you're at with?
Right now, I think it's just one day. One day.
to the screen. One day I will go live. I've been
With
doing
us.
some. I've been
Okay,
doing
so
some
I
tests.
thought you were being a rebel and saying one day I'll go live on my own channel. Fuck these guys, they're a bunch of cunts, and we're not going to do that anymore. So now I understand that it's one day I'll go live here on Ryan's channel,
and
I'm
I
going to shred your faces off and shut you guys the hell up. For
Yeah,
the,
that's pretty much it.
I got you.
that's pretty much
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I've
good.
been doing some test runs on my channel, but it's unlisted, and I'll get it going with you guys. I'll talk about it in the green room, but I got to
Cool.
figure out what is going
In
on
the staff
with
meetings
our-
that you don't show up to?
2 days later, he's like, I just saw this.
No, yeah,
We
the
have,
one
we
that
have
was-
more we have more staff meetings than we have shows, guys.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Maybe-
yeah,
maybe
Jen's
during the
got
staff
your
meetings,
I'm,
we'll
like,
just-
working late, and then yesterday I jumped
Start
on
going
under
live
the
right
bus.
Come on. It's
Yeah.
all good, brother.
Maybe during the staff meetings, we'll just go live anyway. And
Start
just-
going live for
yeah.
If this ever becomes work for any of us, then we're doing something wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
know,
fun.
guys.
All
all about the
yeah.
smiles.
Yep.
All Dave All Night says, I love the Gilmore quote where he says, when you're on stage, lean back and the volume keeps you from falling. Yep.
Yep.
That was always what I loved when I played.
100% all day,
Yep.
man. Yep.
KXM Rock, are you playing through rack processor? Yes, sir.
No, nothing. It's just straight in.
Check out the video on my channel. I give a quick rig rundown. You can see the rack gear is right here. And you can do a quick view of that video, and I quickly go over what's in there.
But it's not as mountainous as that looks. It's not really
It's
all that much, man.
Yeah, it's not much. Yep, for sure. All right, so I think we got some unbagging here that we need to do, right?
The bagging win? One?
I think so.
All right, so what did
Yeah,
we see?
bagging one. Dismiss that poll.
The bag won,
Although a lot of people don't really care.
right?
Envelope took a
36%
suffering loss.
DGAF, yeah. All right, so we'll end the poll, and just to be an a-hole, I'm gonna open this envelope for it now.
I voted for the first one that
Go
came
for the
up.
underdog.
Right. Let's see. I thought you were making. What did that say?
I was trying to read that. I'm like, what is that? Oh, yeah.
Thought you were making fun
You
of.
talking
another
about
creator
Johnny
who's lying
Bean
a lot.
there, Ed? Is that what you're talking about?
I was not. I'm actually being for real there.
But I think Ed was talking about Johnny
Yes.
Bean.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm opening this thing up and I don't have the camera. Okay, so
Oh, I'm going to take a poop. Let's go live from the In-N-Out Burger shop. Oh, sorry, guys.
oh man. All right, it looks like we have. Oh, it's a shirt, I believe.
Oh,
Nice.
Excellent.
It's a white shirt. Did Patty send me an under the bus shirt?
Summer
Oh,
colors.
let's see.
What do we got?
Oh, there you go.
oh, I can see
Oh,
the
that's-
shows.
Killer, man.
Oh, very, very cool. Look at that.
Yeah, dude, that's cool.
Awesome.
Got the Eddie
I
Sneak.
like that a lot.
That
Yep.
is super, super cool. All
I
right.
could use one of those in 2XL.
Oh, look at here. It's got right here, right now, across Europe on the back.
Oh, tour shirt. Nice.
It's got all their stops.
Right on.
Very
That is
nice.
super, super cool. Thank you, Patty.
Yeah, that is.
It's got the footprints on the back. See that?
Yeah.
That is awesome. Cool. I'll have to wear that for our next stream on Sunday. Super, super cool. Thank you, Patty. Very cool. All right, so we've got a second one. Take this over here out of the way. All right, so we have an envelope. It's pretty stiff.
Got some backboard in there.
It's got something supporting something. Here, let me get the.
ASMR going. There's about-
Makes me want to fucking throw up.
You know you love it, John. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see.
the drum roll.
2
Okay.
tickets to paradise.
It's another package inside the package. Yay!
Well, we've got.
Let's talk about Eddie Money. Eddie Money was great. For that little bit that he did.
I'm just making sure there's nothing written on anything. Okay, so we have some cardboard protecting
Let's see.
this here. Uh-oh, I think it's possibly another. Well, let's see.
Holy Christ.
Babushkas.
It's the Swedish thing you got to keep unpacking.
Right?
Yeah.
Reminds me of a girl I knew back.
Oh, look at that.
Wait.
Right on.
Aren't you something special? Yeah. That's
Very, very cool.
fantastic.
Cool.
And it's a Georgia plate.
Yeah.
Sweet action.
OU812.
That's awesome, Patty.
I wonder what that means. OU812? Anybody ever heard that?
Eat 'em and smile?
That's very, very cool. Thank you, Patty. Thank you so much. Very, very awesome. Patty's always supporting the channel.
Patty's
Very, very
great.
cool. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Patty.
Big love to Patty.
Right
May
on.
have to
Add in the chat.
Patty in the chat.
put it over here with the other one somewhere.
What song is that?
Are you thinking of
Something
Elton
in the jet. Yeah.
John? Something in the jet.
Oh. All right.
Right on, Patty. Ronald
That's
Young,
killer.
Donald Young. All those guys rock.
Very cool,
Yeah.
Patty. Yeah, and the Young brothers. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Very awesome. So we are right at the 2-hour mark. John, did you have anything prepared, or you're still practicing on your Sunday riffs?
From yesterday, no, I have nothing.
John has said that he is going to get so good at learning these songs that we're going to put up a poll. What song do you want John to learn next? And he'll be able to do it. So there you go.
Nice.
Gauntlet has been thrown down.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. I got to talk to Ryan how we're going to do this here, but I'm going to be transitioning from a mono rig, which is what I'm running right now, to a wet dry wet rig. So there's
How wet?
it.
Oh,
Yeah, we're wetter than that,
that was
A little more
but
reverb.
it's
That was
quite a
wet with
process. It's actually quite a process technically to get it over there. So
Because not
Yeah.
only do you have to hook everything up, that's
Yeah.
the easy part. Then you have to go through all of your settings and turn them all to 100% wet or whatever setting that you need for it to sound right, or 75 25%. Mix in your dry. You got to get it all tweaked out.
yeah.
So
I'm thinking I might take you guys along on that process because it's brand new to me, and hats off or mention or to Dave Friedman. Friedman's guiding me through all of this. He told me what to buy and how to buy it, and there's some goofy cabling involved and all that stuff. So I'm thinking that, I got to talk to Ryan and see if we're gonna put it on the main channel here or my channel. But
yeah,
I
however
think,
you want to do it.
yeah. But it should be fun, and it should happen fairly quickly here. So,
cool, man.
and then next week, Trev will be camping out at my house for a bit. So we'll see if he's going to bring his gear, and we'll get him through the Roadcaster and get some good tones going. So,
Very
yeah,
cool.
it'll be a fun little while
Make
here
sure
ahead
you-
of us.
Make sure you hit the
100
notifications,
Deluxe.
Ring the bell, because there may be some random spontaneous live streams. as
Yeah,
John
I mean
said.
we do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, just us being together and working out stuff, and that's something you're interested in, let us know, and we're happy to go live and really show you behind the scenes, and Ryan screwing up and me screwing up, and
Well,
having
we
fun,
do that live on the show anyway. So
but really
Take my
screwing
shirt
up.
off.
I'm talking full on train
yeah.
wrecks and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, beginning of learning a song, like how the heck does this go? Is that stuff that you guys would want to watch? Hearing us play the stuff terribly and then progressing into better with it. You know, it's interesting that,
my thing.
you know, a lot of people look at a guitar player like Eddie Van Halen. You know, we've been talking about him all night. And we kind of talked about it a little bit last night. Watching that video from 1985 of him playing Amsterdam in the studio and hitting all kinds of sour notes and looking for what he was wanting to play, it just, it takes, you know, it puts your mind at ease a little bit that even this guy, you know, is making mistakes. He didn't know what chords he was playing because he's making it up right there. And he's
trying to find the next note.
He's teaching it to himself.
Yeah.
And he's actually teaching it to his hands as well. You know, to because there's, you know, you got to get muscle memory with a lot of these songs. It's like, okay, now.
And you know, so much of it is like, I don't think any of us on this channel want to parrot anything, right? Mm-hmm. We want to, you know, dig into it and learn it the best we can, but it's our take on it, right? I mean, maybe Eddie made some notes that I didn't like to make, or you know, it's that. So it's real and honest, and it's open, and as bad as any of us suck or as good as any of us are, that's it. That's real. You know,
that's what it is.
Yeah, you know, and hopefully you guys like it.
We got a late Boner Jam stumbling in. Welcome in, Boner.
Did anybody ever talk about how fit Boner is?
Yeah, I think that you've mentioned it before, which was kind of weird. But,
I'm impressed. I'm not, you know, attracted or anything.
He's drinking those protein drinks.
You know, I kind of go from here up, but I mean,
I've seen Boner for years just from here up, and then he sat back and he showed his guns, and I was like, right. Well, we're dealing with something different here.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a ninja too, so you better.
You guys haven't seen mine, you know. So I don't wear a size medium shirt, so
that's right.
I'm just messing with everybody. Brian Beesman. Fruitcake Tony, what? Man, you missed the whole show if you're just getting here now. Thought you were here earlier.
Right?
We
Beesman. Brian Beesman.
We had a concert. We had 10-shot trivia that we ripped off from you. You know, so let's see. What else?
Don't we have the last ending segment is what the fuck were you thinking? Or something? Don't we have to do that yet?
Actually, I think it should be, what the fuck are you eating?
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, see, Ed's letting you know you almost won a guitar, but you weren't here. You know, your name was drawn. You know?
How the hell we doing, Uncle Laser? Here, your boy Brian Beesman.
Brian Beesman. Yep.
Let's see. What is this? A Kurt Cobain pick just sold for $14,000 in the
Holy
news.
Christ.
What the
Exactly. There's our segment for WTF. What were you thinking?
I'd pay $14 for a Kurt Cobain pick, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you missed the gifts. Let me show those again.
That's awesome, Patty. That's so good.
So good. 1-2 plate.
Yeah.
And
a tour shirt. I mean, come on. I think Patty loves you, man.
Tour shirt. And we all love Patty.
Of course we do.
Love Patty in the chat.
Right here, right now, across Europe.
Beautiful.
Very cool. Thank you again, Patty.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very cool.
All right. I love that video. Badass. What video?
That video.
That one. Oh, okay.
Yep.
If you're afraid to make mistakes, you'll never come up with anything unique. I would agree with that.
So, Scotty, on Sunday, are you coming on the show?
Do some jams?
Oh, he's too busy flirting with Boner right now.
No, Boner's always sexy. I bet he has no legs, though. He doesn't do leg
Like a
day.
little toothpick.
Yeah. Yeah, he works. He works from the
Cotton
the
Hill
hips
from
up.
King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got no shins.
Well, what's up, Kim? Good to see you.
Damn it,
Let's
Bobby.
see. Anybody else stumbling in?
Hey, Ken.
Hip.
Let's see.
BC brother.
Frances Bean Cobain gave her ex one of Kurt's guitars in the divorce settlement. I don't even know who that is.
No.
That's his kid.
Oh, that's his kid. Frances Bean?
That's right. Have you seen Courtney
Any
Love?
relation to Johnny Bean?
More of a
Yeah.
vanilla.
The Amsterdam video from '85. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep, I'm still working on my wall in here, KXM Rock. I'm a stickler for quality guitar stands, so Hercules is all that I use. And the little wall hangers for the Hercules that I want, they're like $30 each. So
Yeah. Those are the ones I got too, Ryan. And
Yeah, so-
they're the best ever.
I go in and I'm like, yeah, I'll get, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 of them. But then I'm like, holy crap, that's a whole bunch of money. Not that, I couldn't afford to do it. It's just like, all at one time. And then, not only do you have them, which they'll probably sit on my couch for 6 months, you then have to install them,
Right?
so.
You got to get your wall
So you got your
anchors,
stud
get your
finder and all
12
that stuff.
Yeah. So eventually it'll come around. I'll get it done. Let's see. Who gave away a guitar? Your Steinberger? No, it wasn't Steinberger. It was a blow-up inflatable guitar, and Trev won it.
Speaking of stud finder, there
You
you
still
go.
haven't blown it yet.
All right, I'll do it right now.
Whose legs
There we
are
go.
amazing?
Yeah, we'll put
I'm
it
back
doing
to that.
unbagging.
right there.
What was that?
Here.
Somebody said who's this? Oh, yes. Are they? Really? I don't know.
Somebody send him the link so he can come on and show us his legs.
Yeah. My legs are amazing. And it's not because I work them out, it's because I have this to carry.
You're
Just
always
saying.
lifting weights, huh?
That's right, man.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, talk about some ASMR.
Trav's
Rob's-
blowing a guitar.
Rob's getting some
Now,
gas
the tricky
for some
part,
reason.
You gotta tie that cherry stem in a knot.
Yeah, Hercules has the best stuff in my opinion.
Yeah, they're good stuff. Yeah.
Bryce says the Hercules guitar stands are awesome and I use them. I got regular wall mounts. Their wall mounts are pricey. Yeah, exactly. That's that's what I've been holding off on.
But they work flawlessly.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
And I like that they give you actually have a couple sitting right here. If you've got a telly or something and the headstock is not
Yeah,
quite as
yeah,
wide,
it's got the
they give you
condom
these
for it,
little these little holders that wrap around and grabs onto them. Cool stuff.
There you go.
Right on. Everyone needs some
I've got the exact same one.
Nesdal turned them on to Jay, the Hercules stands.
Yeah,
Very cool. Let's see. GNC says I need 2 of those wall mounts. Pick them up when you get yours, please. Absolutely. Maybe I'll do that and do some
I can
kind of
use a couple
giveaway or
too.
something. Yeah. Let's see. Dwight. Oh, I didn't have it ready. The Hitman. Bailey. Says, yeah, I use Hercules guitar stands too. Very cool.
The stands are great, but their footprint is huge.
They're not bad. They're sturdy. They're sturdy.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, very sturdy. Yeah.
I've got the cheaper one, the economy model. I've put a gear clamp around the shaft so it cannot go down because
Do
of
that
the-
again, Trev.
Around the what?
Do that again, Trev. There we go.
The,
There we go.
the gear clamp around. The shaft. It goes around the shaft so that the shaft
that
can't
again.
go down anymore, right?
Yeah.
And I've got 2 8-pound barbells on the legs. so it doesn't fucking
Yeah,
work.
that'll keep it
Right.
planted.
You know, I must admit, I've got several of the Hercules stands, and I do have one of the 3 guitar stands over there. I don't know if you can see it there, but
A little, yeah.
I'm not as impressed with the 3 guitar Hercules stand, because you take one guitar off and the weight shifts and the other ones, you know, kind of bounce around a little bit. But
Take one guitar off and it
Dumbbells.
nosedives the other ones.
yeah. No, it hasn't fallen over, but that wall back there, I want to hang some guitars there. Maybe hang some over on that wall there. But
I'm looking
eventually.
for artwork. Anybody out there that has artwork to put on my walls here? Suggestions? Let us know. I'm looking for something to make it not look so prison-like.
I think that you can buy prints from. It's Amanda that knows a guy. She can get some nice, you know, concert prints or guitarist prints or music related prints. So
Cool. Yeah.
let's see. Bow chicka wow wow. There's a little bow chicka wow wow for you. Long and Long in McQuaid. Is that a new store? Long and Long in McQuaid?
It's one of their little satellite stores, I guess.
Extra long.
There you go. Some Eddie posters, Iron Maiden posters.
I'm with KXML Rock and the Farrah Fawcett poster. I had
Oh, my.
There we go.
the classic pink swimsuit.
Yep.
And
my.
then the other one was the Olivia Newton-John in the black from Greece.
There you go. Oh yeah.
I'm 51 years old, guys. Farrah
Well,
Fawcett posters. Yeah, no.
GNC is asking, what kind of art do you want? We can
I've
ask
already
my wife to
replied
paint.
to him. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking I should maybe get a couple grams of mushrooms for the trip next week, and we can take, some mushrooms and just start doing some of our own fucking art.
Do your own psychedelic art, huh?
Do some kind of hieroglyphics, like on the cave walls or something with guitars and amps and shit.
Never eaten those kind of mushrooms before, but why not? We'll go on your channel live.
Yeah, we'll go on
not
Trev's
Ryan's.
channel.
Cooking with Trev. How are you going
my
to prepare those? Well, you pull them out of the bag and you eat them.
Wonder if I could remember. Let's see. I mean, we've shot all of the copyright stuff to hell tonight, right?
yeah.
So, I think I changed that though. I'd have to play the whole thing. Nah, we'll do that later. Sorry.
Yeah. That's right, Hip,
Susan.
with the hoe cakes.
Enjoy
No.
it while you can, guys. Another 116 subscribers, and then we got to go to our original stuff.
You know what? I'm not real concerned about that. At that point, if anybody wants to, help out, there'll be super chats or whatever. But that's not what this is about. It's just having fun.
The smiles.
Well, we certainly are doing that.
What was that I saw? Oh, there it is. Boner says a Susan Boyle full-bodied pic. No, we don't want any posters that you have on the wall, Boner.
There we
That's
go.
right. You keep your possessions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full clam pick.
I mean, for you, for
Sorry.
your personality,
Sorry,
it's got to
Ryan.
be some guitar stuff, maybe. But I'd also say some F1 stuff should probably be on your mural.
Big picture of Max. I'm the best.
And one of those big ass Traeger smoker side by side.
That's right. This
So
is
what-
your canvas, people. Fill it up for me.
So what Zach meant to say was, I used the Long and McQuaid black and brown guitar stains. That's what he meant to say.
Brown stains. Brown finger.
Absolute smoke show. Yeah, if
Toilet
you light
paper
her on
rep what
fire.
you do.
So what I'm gonna do is get one of these. This Emily Ratajkowski laying down right
There you
across,
go.
right? Yeah.
There you go.
That'll work.
Come on.
There you go. Well, everybody in the chat is kind of quieted down now. I wonder.
We got 40 people still watching. I think that's
40,000.
Really? Why?
45,000 people.
How does that go? Dan Corman was in a band called Stinkfinger. I don't even want to know.
You opened up for Finger Blaster, right?
all if I smell my finger.
Oh, man. So whoever said that playing guitar on a stream was distracting? You know, I think it's cool. Right?
Are you pointing a finger at me there, mister?
No, not at all. No, I'm saying that I enjoy it. You know, so play away, man.
Well, there's other people there that say that and they actually mean something else, right? Like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Right. It's hard to tell.
On this channel, you start jamming. You know, we do this to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Vocal mic.
Isolate.
Oh, okay. Well, it really goes on way too long, right? So.
Yeah, but are you playing it right?
Probably not.
There's all kinds of videos on YouTube of how everybody plays that riff wrong.
Yeah.
So
I play it wrong.
I haven't played it yet.
what is that one?
Balls and scrotes.
Let's see.
What?
Jay's a fan of balls and scrotes. Yeah.
Were they like the old the Greek philosophers? Socrates? Scrotes?
Socrates.
Well, they came
Socrates.
in right between the kaziffs, right?
But who was balls?
My balls.
That makes sense.
Are you playing Chris Isaac or trying to approximate?
I got to turn the gain down. Hang on. I'm curious now.
Gets 10% more tone for being barefoot.
And in shorts, of course. You gotta piss.
So how does that clean channel sound on the 5150?
That guitar sounds
Oh,
good.
jeez. That actually sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Gotta get you a big speed. They do have the Bigsby pedal.
That's not bad. He didn't use a Bigsby with that, did he?
Yeah,
That was on a Strat, wasn't it?
I thought it was like a kind of like a Gretsch or something, some kind of Bigsby Gretsch.
No,
Pickle stick?
I think he used a Strat. Let's see. Nobody loves no one. Oh, man. Let's see what we got going on. Time? I don't know that one. Let's see, Jeff has a question. Can you slow down the front end of Summer Nights, the picking, the GDA stuff for a hack like myself? Sure. I'm going to show you exactly. Well, let me grab the Steinberger.
There you go. Full circle.
I am to please.
Oh, let me just show you this real quick here.
That's what she said.
He was playing a Gretsch style
Pickle stick.
Bigsby.
There you go.
What I want to do.
Yeah, but that's Chris Isaac. He's not the one that played guitar in that song. Right?
Who played
Out of
guitar
my
for that
genre.
song? That was Chris Isaac's song.
Yeah, but he
No, he had a
guitar
pro playing that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And you know, when that first came out, so stupid, you know. I used to call him Chris Asshole. But over the years, I've really come to appreciate, you know, that there's something to that stuff. So.
Yep.
That goes back to the previous comment with the stinky finger.
All right, let's see. So to Jeff K's question, are you playing it on a Steinberger or are you playing it on a regular guitar? So if you're playing it on a regular guitar, I showed John and Trev this trick that I used to do years ago because I wanted to play it so bad. Okay. So what you'll do, let's see. There we go. Well, let's do it this way.
Hey, Trev.
All right. So if you have a capo, just put you a capo at the 3rd fret, right?
The G.
And then you'll play a G chord. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Well, not that much.
That sounds great, Ryan.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of hard to show at the same time, but you just have to kind of learn to do what's a natural picking technique for you. And it's hard to do it slow.
That after the first that's an important part of it.
We need to get rid of our names.
Yep.
Yep. So that's the picking part of the beginning. Man, this is so hard to do slow. All right, I'm gonna do it.
Fuck
do
it. I'll show you the proper way.
Do it properly, yeah.
Just hang around, living local parking lots. Oh, checking out all the girls, see what they got. Wow, they love it when you leave the boys. Wanna play some live with them human toys. Wow, we wind them up, let them go. Wow, oh yeah.
All right. There we go. Did you catch how to play it? Hope so.
That's so fucking good, Ryan.
Yeah,
Thanks.
definitely Sopa King.
Appreciate it. That's what I say. Everybody should have a TransTrem guitar because it is so much fun. So much fun. Let's see. Jimmy Ray says you got the recipe right when those pick scrapes come out just right. Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, what I was showing earlier was the capo on the third fret.
That's just a fucking disaster, though. Really.
It is.
It is.
But I mean, this is how I had to learn it. And that's how I used to do it. Is I'd pull the freaking capo off, but I had to learn it somehow, right? It helped me learn it on the proper guitar later.
Well, that's your thing, though, right? You're totally committed to TransTrem work, so you did a lot of pre-learning.
Yeah,
there.
if I could only learn the rest of them. Let's see.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. That's evolution of the channel, right? I mean, as we go along, you're going to be playing Pleasure Dome. You're going to be playing, all the other ones.
As the temperatures begin to drop and we come into fall, I'll begin to have more time, and I'll be trying to learn some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, Cecil says, I would imagine the composite neck is pretty impervious to temperature swings and humidity. Yeah, this thing stays rock solid for sure.
Isn't there talk of a video of someone jumping on one?
Yeah, years ago, Ned
Standing on one,
Steinberger
yeah.
put one between two chairs and he stood on it. Yep. It's pretty strong. Well, we are 2.5 hours in. I think I'm about done. I got to work tomorrow.
Me too.
So
Last
once again, a big Round of applause for Patty in the chat. Appreciate the packages, the shirt, the new license plate. Uh-oh.
It's awesome.
Got it moved. Oh, I moved it. Wait on two. I'll have to find a spot. I don't think they'd appreciate it if I put it on my truck.
And I'll keep saying until he actually shows up.
Mikey Mojo.
So, thanks everybody for hanging out. Trev, R2, R3, John, appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, thanks for supporting. We appreciate you guys showing up,
Yeah, man. Thanks
having
for
fun
coming
with us.
Like a snap.
See that you crossed a line there.
You're crossing the
You
line.
just way
What, are
blew
we
past
going to
the
just
line
call
there.
ourselves under the bus 2 over here? I mean, come on.
Come on, I'd love when he does. Andy Carson.
All right, we're going to say bye to Zach Thong, Bryce Regal, Dan Gorman, Jeff K, Ferd Burfel, Cushman,
Gotta play the
Cecil.
closing track. Where's the
Oh yeah, I
closing
forgot to
background?
do that. Thank you, Trev. See,
I'm here for a reason.
yeah, co-hosting abound. There we go. What should we play this time? Something a little
Dealer's
bit
choice.
different. There we go. I don't think I've played that one yet. So let's see. Rob Blackmore, thanks for hanging out. Jimmy Ray, Ryan Hall, Ed. Let's see who else. Everybody that was in here. Patrick, thanks for the questions you had. Everybody contributed to the show tonight. We appreciate it.
What a great bunch of people we have.
For sure. It's all about the
Yeah.
community, hanging out with all these guys. We had All Dave All Night, Scott Brockway, of course. Let's see, Tim Thomas. Cool, man. Appreciate all you guys and gals. Patty, Ronald, wherever you are, you're still in here.
Yep.
So thanks for
Eddie's-
hanging out. We'll see everybody Sunday, probably. Is it about time for another acoustic Sunday chat and jam, or no?
out.
It's too hot. And next Sunday I'll be at John's house, so it's going to be a bit of a drunk fest.
Okay, yeah. So we'll keep it electric. Maybe we'll go up with a poll or something. When should we do our next
Maybe
acoustic?
the following week.
Yeah, there we go. And Fruitcake Tony, thanks for hanging out, even if it was for the last 5 minutes. That's all cool. Let's see. Dan Gorman, did we get you? Let's see.
Love you, Dan. That's
Hit
great.
Metalworks. We'll see everybody next time. Until then.
Adios, amigos.